Hey guys, in this video I want to show you how you can track a vehicle using an asset GPS tracker and how easy it is to set it up. So, what is an asset tracker? The name pretty much says it all. It's a type of GPS tracking device designed to monitor and protect different assets such as vehicles, trailers, equipment, bicycles, personal items, and more. These trackers are widely used not only by individuals but also by professional fleets like taxi companies, transport firms, logistics businesses, and other commercial operations. In this video, I will be presenting a quite simple asset tracker. The device is made by JIMILot, a manufacturer that offers a wide range of GPS tracking devices with prices depending on features, battery type, and intended use. This particular tracker is a basic model that offers essential functions such as GPS location, motion detection alerts, notifications when the asset is moved, and the ability to check its position directly from a mobile app. On the front side, the tracker has a light sensor that can trigger an alert if someone removes it from a dark or hidden place where you installed it. On the top side, you have a battery level indicator, a Type-C charging port, and a power button. On the back side, you have a semi-transparent rubber membrane that protects the SIM card slot and the on-off switch. In the box, you also have a plastic cover for the backside, and this position is easy to figure out thanks to the indentations shaped like the protective membrane. This plate with double-sided adhesive strips is actually a fairly strong magnet that attaches to the tracker. This way you can stick the double-sided adhesive to the car body in a more hidden location and simply pull the tracker out easily without removing the magnetic mount. In the box you also have a charging cable, but the smartphone charging cable will work just fine as well. And here we have a quick start guide for activating the product. In order for the tracker to become functional, you will need to insert a SIM card on the backside. I chose a prepaid SIM, which I will activate only when I actually need it, for example when traveling abroad to areas with a higher risk of vehicle theft. Insert the SIM card into the dedicated slot and secure it. Then switch the toggle from off to on to power on the tracker. As you can see, the battery is fully charged. After installation, we can monitor the battery level directly from the app. I will now scan the QR code and download the user quick guide. Here you will find all the necessary information. First of all, you need to install the JIMILot app from the App Store or Play Store. After opening the app, you'll need to connect your phone to the tracker via Bluetooth. To do this, go to Single Device Setup, enable location on your phone, grant the necessary permissions, and for the device to be discovered, you'll need to press the power button next to the charging port 3 times. After several attempts, I found that you should not press it very fast, but with short pauses in between. My device has been found, so I will access it now. Once you're in the command menu, just follow the steps in the quick start guide to configure your product. Depending on the product and your mobile service provider, the steps may be different, so I will not demonstrate that part. When you enter the command status, you should receive exactly this message to make sure that all functions are active, otherwise you will not be able to connect the tracker to the tracking app. Attention, this app is used only for configuring the device via Bluetooth. If everything is active, you can attach the back cover of the tracker. Then you can go to the car and install the tracker. I haven't decided on the final position yet, but I will probably hide the tracker somewhere inside these compartments. Outside, the tracker will have access to more satellites, so if you keep it indoors, the location will not be accurate at all. As I mentioned, you will need a tracking app. I'm using Track Solid Pro. Of course, you will need to create an account and register the product using the IMEI, which you can find both on the back of the box the tracker comes in and on the back of the tracker itself. It took me a while to get used to the app, but there is nothing spectacular about it. After about 1 month of use, the battery is around 70%, so overall the battery will probably last around 3 months, even in winter conditions. I am thinking about attaching a power bank to extend the battery life to about 1 year. From the alert settings, depending on the product you have and the functions it supports, you can enable a lot of features. Unfortunately, the app does not correctly recognize the exact functions of the registered product. Basically, this tracker allows phone notifications for Vibrations, meaning even a simple opening of the trunk, will trigger an alert on your phone. Obviously, vehicle movement will also trigger this notification. Then you have an alert when the module is removed when the light sensor detects light. There is also an alert for opening the back cover. You can get overspeeding alerts, useful for example if you let your child drive and want to make sure that he's being careful. You can also enable alerts for leaving a geofence, which I will show you in a moment. I didn't think this tracker supported geofencing, but it seems to be among the available features. Just set the geofence radius and you can activate alarms both for leaving and re-entering the geofence area. Some trackers can even cut off the vehicle's power supply, but those require professional installation. Here you have the playback function where you can review the movement history based on calendar dates. That's pretty much it. I hope this cleared up some of the questions regarding these devices. Don't forget to reward the effort put into filming, editing and publishing this video with a like, comment and subscribe. It only costs you a tap or a click. Bye bye.